Hey guys, hope you're having a great day today. It is Saturday. Happy Saturday morning to you. I hope that your morning is going well. The sun is shining, even though it's chilly in here. The sun is shining. We are here together and reading God's Word, reading through the book of Proverbs to get some knowledge, to get some wisdom, to get some things to have growth in our life. You don't want to stay stagnant in life. You don't want to just go through your life. I'm like 40. How old am I? 48 years old? 48 years old, yes. And I want to go through life and I want to grow and learn and understand more about God and get to know Him more so that He can grow me. And it grows, it's like the outside may grow and fade and do all those things, but the inside can keep building up, and it can just mature and age and have that beautiful, peaceful things that just only can come from the Lord. So let's read. We're in Proverbs 27. Warnings and instructions. Do not boast about tomorrow, for you do not know what a day may bring. Let another praise you and not your own mouth. Ooh, that is so correct. I wrote down. That is correct. Don't boast about all these things that are going to happen tomorrow. Have these great things. You can be happy and excited for things in the Lord, but don't boast about it because you never know what will happen. You never know. It says, a stranger and not your own lips. That's being praised by someone else. Don't praise yourself. Never give like I did this, I did that. No, you can't do anything without the Lord. The Lord does it. It says, stone is heavy and the sand weighty, but a fool's unreasonable wrath is heavier and more burdensome than both of them. Wrath is cruel and anger is an overwhelming flood. But who is able to endure and stand before the sin of jealousy? Better is an open reprimand of loving correction than love that is hidden. It's better to reprimand a loving correction than to not correct and just keep it hidden. There's food for thought. Sometimes you think it's better not to say anything. And that's where you have to ask the Lord what to say. Because you're afraid. Faithful are the wounds of a friend who corrects out of love and concern. That is beautiful when you can have a friend that help correct you when you're on the wrong path or you're thinking wrong things. But the kisses of an enemy are deceitful because they serve as hidden agenda. Sometimes the kindness and the things that you think are people doing things in love are really not. There is a hidden agenda to hide things, to not be exposed by things. He who is satisfied loathes honey, but to the hungry soul any bitter thing is sweet. Like a bird that wanders from her nest with its comfort and safety, so is a man who wanders from his home. Oil and perfume make their heart glad. So does the sweetness of a friend's counsel that comes from the heart. Do not abandon your own friend and your father's friend. And do not go to your brother's house in the day of your disaster. Better is a neighbor who is near than a brother who is far away. My son, be wise and make my heart glad, that I may reply to him who reproaches, reprimands, and criticizes me. A prudent man sees evil and hides himself and avoids it. But the naive who are easily misled continue on and are punished by suffering the consequences of sin. The judge tells the creditor, take the garment of one who is surety, the guarantees of a loan for a stranger, and hold him in pledge when he is surety for an immoral woman, for it is unlikely the debt will be repaid. He who blesses his neighbor with a loud voice early in the morning, it will be counted as a curse to him, for it will either be annoying or his purpose will be suspect. Don't make loud noises outside. A constant dripping on a day of steady rain and a contentious, quarrelsome woman are alike. Whoever, want to be complaining about things over and over and over and over. Whoever attempts to restrain her, criticism might as well try to stop the wind and grasp oil with his right hand. Because iron sharpens iron, so one man sharpens and influences another through discussion. Through discussion, that's how you sharpen and encourage, not by demanding, not by forcing things or telling things, through discussion and talking and sharing. He who tends the fig tree will eat its fruit, and he who faithfully protects and cares for his master will be honored. As in water, face reflects face, so the heart of man reflects man. Sheol, the place of the dead, and Abaddon, the underworld, are never satisfied. Nor are the eyes of a man ever satisfied. The refining pot is for silver and the furnace for gold, to separate the impurities of the metal. And each is tested by the praise given to him and his response to it, whether humble or proud. There's a big thing when people start saying things. Are you humble? Do you have the humility, or are you prideful? Does that pride grow up inside of you? Even though you pound a hardened, arrogant fool who rejects wisdom in a mortar with a pestle like grain, yet his foolishness will never leave him. Be diligent to know the condition of your flocks and pay attention to your herds, for riches are not forever. It's not that you just mindlessly go through life and say, oh, trust God with all these things. You got to pay attention to where your money and where your things are. When this grass is gone, the new growth is seen. nor does a crown endure to all generations. When the grass is gone, the new growth is seen, and the herbs of the mountains are gathered in. The lambs will supply wool for your clothing, and the goats will bring the price of a field. And there will be enough goat's milk for your food, for the food of your household, and for the maintenance of your maids. And that is so very true. So the warning and instructions, God's word has got so many good things for you to think about. And sometimes it's good to take this one and read it over and over. I'm going to just read it right here in a few minutes, and it's easily forgotten. So go back and look through it and go, okay, do I have to change anything? Is there something I need to be doing differently in my life, Lord? Whenever you read God's word, ask him, Lord, speak to me through this. Let something stand out to me. That's why you can read through these. Like we've read through Proverbs before. I have. Yes, I have. So have I? Yes, I have on here. And like you can read it again. I could probably go back and find the same exact one and go, wow, so much different in there, or so much different wisdom in there. And so it just gives you an understanding. That's why God's word is just timeless. It's just you can read it and learn so much, so many different times over the years, which is beautiful because you're in a different place. You're in a different growth series, and it's like you're at different levels in your own life, so different things speak to you differently than they did maybe years ago. So it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. So I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day. Enjoy your weekend, and I'll be back again next week with this. All right, we'll see ya. Bye.